What's up? What's up? What's up? Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Those of y'all in the state of Texas and abroad. I'm Paul Miranda with the Real Talk Nation. We're in the box. Sad, sad, sad days right now for the DFW as we mourn and grieve over the losses of two iconic basketball figures here in the DFW. Cynthia Guillory last week, and then a week later, ERVIN Big E Davis passed away. It's gonna be hard doing this show tonight, man. But I am really excited about the three young men that I have coming on tonight. Hopefully, they provide the old man with a little boost of energy and spark tonight. Seniors, COPPELL High School, Ryan AGARWAL. You know, I've been loving that kid ever since he was in the 7th grade, probably 6th grade. Great kid. He's going to join us at around like 8:15-ish. We're going to talk a little bit about what to expect from him in his senior year. He's given COPPELL 4 strong years, well, 3 strong years, just getting ready to be the 4th. Going to be a little bit different this year. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about his commitment to Stanford and the summer with 3D Hoops Academy. What a summer they had. And he was a huge he played a huge part in that their success this week for Sean Ward's 3D Hoops Academy, and just real proud to have him on. I got another sleeper, and I know y'all saying, "Hey, Ryan wasn't no sleeper." Well, yeah, he was. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But the next one out of Belton High School, y'all, man, is this kid here, TJ Johnson. Played for Texas Impact 4 Chapter 13. Man, hell of a shooter at 6'5", man. Really excited to talk about him. He's got a little brother, man, that's going to be pretty nice, named Trap Johnson. We're going to talk a little bit about what goes on in Belton, Texas, man. Belton High School, man. We're gonna get the lowdown on what they're all about down there tonight. My final guest is going to be actually. I won't say my final guest because I'm probably going to have a couple of people jump on around like 9 something today to kind of talk about Big E. But my last guy is from Denton Guyer, played with Max Level Elites this spring, and then he recapped the EYBL session with Jeff Webster's Pro Skills. KYERON Lindsay. Yes, KYERON Lindsay is going to join us tonight. We're going to talk about his 4 years at Denton Guyer, man. They were it's 3 years, and this is going to be the 4th. And hopefully, he's had a couple of injuries here and there, man. We're hoping that this year here is going to be a little bit different. So let me go ahead and send these emails out right quick. Let me just while I'm doing that, y'all, I'm gonna bring on. I'm not gonna bring on, but I'm gonna put the rest in peace for Cynthia Guillory on here as well. So bear with me while I send these out to the guys that are coming on tonight. Hang on a second. These on right quick, y'all. Bear with me. And sir, we're going to say that right there. And LINDSAY. All right, so one more I got to get out right quick. Hang on a second. Oh, is that his? Last one, y'all. Last one. Just want to make sure I get this out to my good friend right quick. Hang on a second. Hopefully that went through right. Okay. All right, there we go. Hit save right there. All right, so all right, so all right, so last week I did not get to provide you guys with let's make sure that do right. Let's make sure that goes right. Make sure you get that right. Hang on a second. Let me tell these guys. Hang on a second. Check it now. All right, so last week, y'all, I did not get to provide y'all with a recap, man, of the camp that I was at, the Next Wave, Kelly Buffington's Next Wave. You had the 25s, the 24s, the 23s, and some 22s. Man, I'm going to tell you, man, I saw some pretty good talent out there, man. One thing I got a little nervous about with some of the campers there, man, and you know, and you know, maybe it was just me. I don't know. I didn't really get to talk with Buff about this on his feelings on it. Sure is a lot of cool dudes in that 22 class. You know, a lot of guys that are 22s that just play in camps like that, a little too cool, man. And you know, I'm going to be honest with you, 22s, you know, kind of had me on my heels a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. But I will tell you this, man. There's a kid named Austin Gale, man. Guile. You guys need to look this kid up, man. I don't have that information on him, but I'm gonna probably do something on Monday night to go over what I saw from that camp and so forth, and give you my rundown. Devin Franklin of North Forney was damn good. Isaiah Manning, who's a 2023, he was real good. Sterling Butler of Mansfield High School, another 2023 kid, was pretty solid. Jaden Toppin of Faith Family. I've been telling you all about this kid. You know, 6'5", 6'7", actually. I'm sorry. Dude is gonna really have a major role for Brandon Thomas's Faith Family Eagles out there. Do not sleep on that kid. I'm telling you, this kid can play. Alex Boston Nakas, excuse me, Alex Boston Nakas. Golly, I always have a tough time saying that name. He got some buckets on there. Look pretty quick. Look pretty good. I see you over there. Hang on a second. He's on early. So I already got one of the guys in the green room right there from Belton High School checked in already. Another guy that I like, David Terrell of Mansfield as well. Actually, I think he's legacy. He's another one that you better keep your eye on. I'm going to tell you somebody, man, Daniel Tuck of Mansfield Timberview, man, long, 6'1", you know, skinny, point guard, man, that has some pop to him, y'all. I'm telling you, do not sleep on this kid this year, man. I think, you know, I know Timberview is so loaded at guard this year. It's going to be real interesting to see what he ends up looking like this upcoming season. I was real impressed on what he looked like, at the camp as well. So Cole Andrews, another kid that I'm real excited about as well. Cole Andrews is out of Leander Rouse. He played very well. Good heady point guard, man, gets to his spots, sets up his mates pretty well. Definitely got Malaysia out on him. Devin Vincent, of course, McKinney High School, left-handed, stroke is pretty sweet. He's on a loaded high school team. He could play a huge role in McKinney, probably going to San Antonio. If a couple of things go right, you never know. We've seen the mighty fall before. As I said earlier, Trap Johnson, Belton High School, 2024, 6'5" kid, drops dimes and can connect from long distance. Was excited about seeing him. Jackson Ford, of course, Prosper's 2024 big man. He's a good one that you got to really look at. Ian Inman, a 25 kid, man, that I got my lazy out on. I suggest y'all do the same thing. Isaiah Pankey from Woodrow Wilson was good, solid. I don't know what's going on with Ryan. Ryan's having some problems right there. I'm looking. I see KYERON in there. I see TJ in there right now. Hey, Kaul Atak, man, Keller Fossil Ridge, man, keep your lazy eye on that kid, man, because I'm telling you, dude is like, what was he, 6'7", 6'8"? Man, long, lanky, man, really, really a problem on the boards, man. Gets it pretty good inside. Landon Brown, of course, he's going to be going to Faith Family in 24. 24 class was the most impressive class this weekend. Trey Jackson was good. DeAndre Barrett was good, a Faith Family. Jaden Villanueva, man, out of San Angelo. Him and Jet McCaslin, y'all. Hold on. Jet McCaslin. Y'all remember that name? McCaslin, Coach McCaslin at UNT? Dude got the pop, man. He can strap it, man. I'm telling y'all, he's more than a coach's kid, man. Trust me when I tell you that. Dude can really play, man. All right, so that was my kind of somewhat of my little small recap on that tournament. Excuse me, that camp, the Wave. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. Let's get my dude on here right fast. He's here. And let me bring him on, man. And let's do that right there. Is he going to come in? What's going on? All right, here we go. Ryan AGARWAL, my dude right here.
How's it going,
brother? I'm doing good, man. You tell me how you doing, man.
I'm doing good. I'm chilling. Appreciate you having me on here. Man,
you got the key to my city, bro.
Yes,
you've been having that for a long time, man. 6th grade. I saw you. I started to go and load that picture up. Man. You remember the one in the green?
Yeah.
When I said, you know what, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I said, I'm not going to do you like that, man, because you probably like that. Get tired of seeing that picture, man. But that's going to forever be in the vault. I got my little thing called the vault where all my legendary players, man, the ones that I felt like, you know what I'm saying? I saw them first. You were in there, man. So, I gotta have that in there on you, man. Talk to me, man. Whirlwind summer for you guys, man. For 3D Hoops, man. Arguably, I know the nation was talking that smack going into the spring. At the end of the year, at the end of the summer, everybody like, damn, the dudes can play, man. Probably the best team in the nation. Man, what does that feel like, man? To accomplish something like that, man. To go from supposed to be a nobody to a somebody.
Yeah, I mean it's phenomenal. It's great. Like, we couldn't have asked for a better ending. 2 national championships in a row. Sticking with those guys since 7th grade, adding in guys on the way that stuck with us too, even though we were independent. It was just amazing feeling to have it with the guys that we've been having from the beginning. you know, a lot of different teams will add a lot of different players in as the years go on, and then they'll switch teams and everything. But, you know, we were big on development, sticking together, and I think that's what made us great, our chemistry. You know, we were never the biggest, strongest, fastest team, but our chemistry was on a different level, which is why a lot of teams couldn't keep up with us. So, you know, the summer was probably our best year when it comes down to, you know, because last year we didn't get to really play a lot outside of the state with COVID and everything going on. So this year we kind of were able to do that and play a lot more national, you know, on a national level. So it really allowed us to, you know, kind of get out and see the competition and show, improve ourselves. So it was a great year for sure.
Okay. What's it like playing for a dude like Sean Ward, man? Dude brings all kind of energy, and he ain't afraid to get in people's grills, man. And, you know, what's that like playing for a coach like that? Because your high school coach is way more reserved than Coach Snell. You know, give me the skinny, man. Talk to me about playing for both of them.
I mean, it's different, and it's a good different. You know, you have you know, both coaches are different, but Coach Sean, you know, the reason he's different, you know, he always brings that energy, and you know, so does Coach Snell. But the difference is, you know, when Sean talks, you know, whatever it is, talks that talk, you know, we're there to back him up, and whenever we talk that talk, he's always there to back us up as well. And, you know, having that type of coach that lets you play with that amount of freedom, you know, knowing that he trusts in you is a big thing, because it doesn't allow you to play every time looking over your shoulder after every single small play. You know, you play with more freedom, and as guys play with more freedom, you know, the whole team plays a lot more as a team, and better. You know, everyone eats, and you know, one guy eats, everyone eats type of ball play. So we, you know, it's been great. You know, I've been with him since 7th grade, and Sean's not the type of guy to just bring in guys to win games. He's the type of guy to you know, develop kids, and you know, show that at the end of the day, you know, as a team, we're going to grow together and then end up winning at the very end. So, you know, it was never about always just winning at an early age. Obviously we wanted to win games, but development was a huge part of the process. It wasn't just about, you know, wins and losses back then, but you know, it all came out in the end, proved that it all worked out. And so, yeah, that's my guy though.
Man, I'm just having flashbacks right now of the first time I met you, and how shy and reserved and quiet you were. So, man, you got all kind of swag all of a sudden now over the years, man. I remember seeing you at one tournament, all pinked out, man, hot pink, man. I was like, wait a minute, where does this come from, man? Talk to me about this maturation process that you've been going through, not only as a player, man, but as a young man headed to big things, man. Talk to me about that.
I mean, it's you know, the DFW community is definitely something different. You know, when you start making a name for yourself in the basketball community, you know, everyone, it's never hate towards other players or anything like that. It's always love whenever you see each other. So as you grow in the community, you kind of mature and realize, you know, now you gotta, you know, put on, you know, we see these dudes in college, hooping and balling, you know, whether like it's just college, league, USA, whatever it is, you know, they're representing DFW. So now kind of getting to that level, you kind of realize that that's what you're going to have to do too, along with everyone else in your grade from the DFW area. So you mature and kind of realize that you have a little bit bigger of a role nowadays, you know, coming to that point. So over the years, you know, getting more media exposure and stuff, it kind of gave me a little bit more confidence in hooping, and realize I have a bigger role than, you know, just being a side character, whatever it may be on a team. So it just kind of, over the years, it just kind of slowly happens, but it's definitely all for the best. So
I look at all your videos, man, and I'm you know, and like I said, I'm going back to your swag, man, the Karate Kid scarf or headband thing, man. What's that all about, man? What got you into that, man? Because not a whole lot of people do it, but some of them are doing it. And you know, what's up with that with Ryan? Why does Ryan do that for him?
I mean, I never used to wear headbands, and then all of a sudden, like, my sophomore year, like we were starting to play games, and I was like, man, I can't, like, whenever my hair gets wet, it goes straight, so I can't see in games. You know, I'm trying to shoot the ball, I got to be able to see, right? So I was like, all right, man, I need to wear a headband. And then I just got to the point where, like, now I like always wear a headband, because, you know, I keep my hair long. I don't usually cut it shorter, so whenever I just keep it long, I need that headband to see, and so that's why I just been rocking it everything.
Okay, that's cool. Big games, man. I mean, pretty much you always treated every game like it was a big game. I've watched your preparation before games religiously. Listening to music, man, because I'm a music man, man.
Yeah.
What's in your playlist, man, to get you ready, man? What gets you ready before the game, man?
I love Lil Baby and Gunna. That's probably my favorite
Okay.
duo when it comes to music. Their album Drip Harder is probably one of my favorite albums. Them two alone just kind of boost me up a lot before I'm playing and stuff in the locker room. We listen to music a lot more in school ball than we do in AU ball, because you're on the courts and stuff in AU. But in school you're in the locker room and in warm-ups and stuff they're playing music. So that's more of like the school ball lifestyle. But yeah, I'm always listening to that. And then, a lot of times when I'm working out, a lot of guys listen to Rod Wave and stuff. I'll be listening to Rod Wave too, just kind of more chill vibe.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not always about just like, getting hype. Sometimes it's more just about, like enjoying the game. When I listen to Rod Wave, I'm relaxed. So I just enjoy like working out. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that one song, man, that just gets you hyped, man? For you get ready to go against. No, I'll get it right now. I'm gonna set the scene for you right now. We had Duncanville High School. And Night Riders. Talked all that smack. The coaches and the CEO guys are going hard on Twitter on Sean. I know y'all saw all that, man, because y'all be into it. What's that song that got you hyped to get ready for them? Because you told Daytail up in that game at Duncanville. What's that song that gets you hyped for games like that?
I'll probably
one song, man. That one song.
I'd probably say one song is I messed with the song called Chanel. It has Gunna, Lil Baby, and Young Thug in it.
Yeah,
it's probably one of my favorite songs.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Yeah. I like that, man. You got a surprising swag to yourself that I didn't know, man, and it's good. That's why I wanted to get back doing these kind of shows again. So I can get to know the people that I've really been, supporting and so forth throughout the years. This year here, man, let's get into the nitty gritty, man. It ain't no secret now. We kind of knew this was going to happen sooner or later. Anthony Black going to Duncanville. What's your thoughts on it? What I know it's hard. You and Anthony been playing together for a long time. What's this mean for Ryan AGARWAL and the COPPELL Cowboys, man? Are you guys dead, or what you got going over there?
Yeah, I mean, Anthony's my dog. Like, he always will be. We've been playing since 7th grade. It's never hard feelings like that. He's got to do what's best for him, and I get it. He told us a little bit before, me, Nas, and Davonk, and it's all love. Obviously, he's super attached with that, with Coach Peavy and all of them. So I understand, and it is what it is. So there's no hard feelings with that at all. When it comes on the court, we'll just battle it out and we'll just have fun playing our senior year against each other, if it ever comes down to it. So it's just, having fun this year, really. Then for me, I mean, I'm going to have to step a little bit more, have the ball in my hands. Having Anthony was kind of like a duo. We were able to kind of feed off each other a little bit more. I still got some dudes on my team. Like, people may, underestimate us a little bit, but they don't know I got some, I have Nas. He's coming off an injury, but he'll be back sooner than later, before even districts comes. And then people sleep on Davonk, and Davonk's a bucket.
Davonk, rain, make it rain, Davonk. Yeah, I love him. I love him.
So he's gonna be firing it up this year. And so, I got players on my team that no one knows about that are good role players. They know their role and they're gonna do their job. So, we may not have the biggest size this year, but we gonna be good. And I'm gonna have to take a little bit bigger of a role, not having Anthony on the team, but it's just all part of the process. It's gonna make me better. So
I like that. I like that answer, man. Good answer. Real good answer. It's Coming to America. I don't know if you ever watched that movie, or not the first one, not this remake. But anyway, Stanford.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about your commitment to Stanford. What brought that upon, man? Why Stanford? What made that Stanford just looked so good to me.
Yeah.
What was it? Give it to me.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's Stanford University. It's like, it's hard to beat at the end of the day. You ask anyone, would you go to Stanford? They're probably going to say, yeah, right. So, but, basketball wise, Coach Haas and Coach Cohen and their whole staff kind of was on me about a year and a half, really, before I even had picked up an offer from them. So they were on me. A lot of schools will do fake offers and stuff like that. But they don't really do that. They really invest time in figuring out who they want to offer, because it's true offers, and it stands still until, you either commit or it's taken away or whatever it may be. So, they were on me a year and a half. Coach Haas was the only head coach that ever came to one of my practices at high school, my sophomore year.
Okay.
And additionally, I was able to go on a visit there before COVID had hit. They invited me. They told Sean, and Sean had told us, and that they had invited me to an unofficial visit. And, we have family out there living in Cali, so we just stayed with them a couple of days, and we're able to go on a visit there. And so before, that all worked out perfectly, because when COVID hit, we weren't able to go on any official visits. And, once Stanford had offered, we had always loved Stanford. We wanted to continue looking at a little bit more of the options before we had committed. But then at the end of the day, I talked with Sean, I talked to my coaches from high school, and I talked to my family, and it was like, Stanford's, providing me, they checked off every box: education, coaching staff. Harrison's going there, so I know a couple of players going there. The play style fits me. I already went on a visit. Every box was checked off, and it was like, at the end of the day, what school would really beat that? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of just was like, why wait at this point? Now that it was one of my greatest decisions that I locked in early, because, now I'm talking to the coaches a lot. Like, I'm building a relationship more. They were able to come watch me. I'm not playing for 50 different coaches every game. I'm playing for one coaching staff. It takes a lot of pressure off, no more Zoom calls and all that stuff. And, I get to talk to, all the meal people and all that stuff, and kind of get a better idea of the school itself, if that makes sense. So.
Oh, no, it does, man. And you're a high academic kid. A lot of people don't know that about you, man, which I definitely give you some claps to that, man, because, I like when I start trying to do my due diligence on the kids that I'm really behind, I start trying to go look at transcripts or try to get, the skinny on what the education piece is looking like for the kids.
Yeah. And
when I heard that there was nothing at all to worry about with you, I was like, oh, okay. He's going to be able to go wherever he wants. Ivy's League, it didn't matter with you. So, and that's always good to hear when we got kids like that. That's high academic, and you got great character as well, man. I've always enjoyed, following you throughout these years, man. Long trips for your mom and dad, man. They're used to being at all your games, man. And, what's that going to feel like, not seeing them there all the time like you normally do? Give me how you think you're going to feel about that.
It's going to be tough. I mean, I've never had to really deal with that. I mean, not a lot of college people do, have to deal with staying away from their parents so long before. But, I mean, I know they want to come to every game, so we'll see. I don't know if they will be. They may stay for, like I said earlier, I have family that lives like right on the outskirts of Stanford, so they may be staying there. Like, they have a pretty big house. When we stay, they fit us and another family, so my parents may just be staying there a couple weeks in a row or whatever it may be, to watch a couple of games. Yeah, so I'm sure they'll come out to a lot of the games though.
Okay, definitely looking forward to that. I do want to tell you, I don't know if you too much into history and basketball or not. University of Kansas years ago, and I don't remember the years it was, but Danny Manning, Danny Manning and the Miracles is what they called him. He was the only dude on that team, and they won the national championship. And so a bit of homework for you that I would give to you now is to go look at some of that footage on that, and kind of put yourself in that moment, because you're gonna have to be Danny Manning for COPPELL, man. Don't get wrong. This, DaBOX is gonna step up, Nas is gonna step up, but you have to be Danny Manning. I hate to put that pressure on you like that, but you're a pressure burst kind of guy, man. And like I said, I think you had. Hey, man, what do you think about my look today, man? Do I look like anybody? Do I look like anybody?
Yeah, you look like Big E, man. Yeah,
yes.
You look like
all
Big
right,
E,
you win. All right, yep. Got my towel, man. Yes, sir. Give me your fondest. You know what? Just give me your thoughts about every time you had to play against a Dallas Showtime team, man. What was that like preparing for it? And what did you think about, if you had any interactions with Big E? Share a little bit with us.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna totally lie. I didn't know Big E like that, but what's crazy
Right.
is how much you hear about him even if you don't know him. Like I was literally at the gym shooting yesterday talking to my assistant coach, Coach Shaw, and Big E was his head coach back when he was playing basketball.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is insane to me. Like it's just like my coach was coached by Big E too. And every time we played at Dallas Showtime, it was always competition. Dallas Showtime was one of them known teams around the country, around the state especially. So like always playing against them, it was always fun. They're a team that just plays like fast, just like we do. They're this type of team kind of like us, like just fast, going out, putting up shots. So it was always fun playing against them. And what happened was it was a tragedy, and it's tough not just to their own team but the whole DFW community. So
No doubt, no
it's a
doubt.
tough one, but
Very well
we'll be
put.
playing in his name.
Very, very well put, Ryan. Man, with that, man, I'm not going to take you through any further. I got TJ in the green room and KYERON in the green room. Give you your last we call it the 24-second shot clock, man. Tell everybody, man, that you can, and 24 seconds, if you will. Who you appreciate, who got you to this point. Your mom, dad, whatever, whoever it is you want to shout out. Go ahead, it's on you.
Man, I appreciate my my family, my mom and my dad for sure, and my sisters and my brother for supporting me through this whole journey. Not a lot of Indian parents will allow their kids to go and hoop, so I appreciate them. I appreciate Coach Sean and my high school coaches for helping develop me. Coach Chanel and Coach Shaw, for taking me to the lengths, putting me on freshman as a varsity, playing against 17U as a 16 and 15U, and allowing me to develop. And then I appreciate guys like you. Allowing that exposure for me when I'm hooping and stuff, and not leaving me out, to get me to that collegiate level. So I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Man, you earned every bit of that, Ryan. And we were just on your carpet, man, riding with you, brother. Trust me when I tell you, man. You just kept it going, man. I definitely appreciate kids like you, man, that really put it together. Wishing you all the success in the world, man, especially at COPPELL and in Stanford, and then afterwards, because I got a feeling we're gonna be seeing you on the next level after this college stuff, man.
Hope so. Yes, sir.
Really looking forward to it. Tell your mom and dad I said hi. Thank y'all for for coming on, man. I love you, bro. I'll see you the next round, man. I'll see you at some of the games, dude. You take care.
All right. Yes, sir.
All right. There's my dude. I do want to do this right quick before I go into my next guest. If I can get this up right quick. Now, no, I just had this up. How do I get that back up, y'all? Hang on. Just did it. I don't remember how I did it. Oh, wait. Share screen. Share screen. Where's that share screen at? Oh, that's not it. Bear with me, y'all. I'm a one-man gang over here, man. So I'm trying to learn to do. I want to show a video right quick. If I can get this going back up right now. And I gotta show this guy, man. Gotta show.
And AGARWAL with his second three. 11 to.
That game there, Ron. Hold on, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go.
Come back door, TJ. Dunk that. Oh! Yeah, TJ!
what they calling rebound for, man? What was they calling rebound for? Did they know you was shooting the ball, man?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. T.J. Johnson, Belton High School's finest, man. Wow. Talk to me, man. You know, you are a gritty son of a gun on that floor, man. But you look like you should be out surfing or modeling somewhere, man. You give me the skinny on who T.J. Johnson is, man, because we don't know this guy, man. The country kids ain't supposed to be able to hoop. Supposed to play football or baseball.
Well, that's what a lot of people think, and that's the
okay.
Cool thing about it is that I'm this small town kid, so everywhere I go, especially when I'm in the Dallas area, that's what I get told. That's all I hear. So I love the big cities and showing.
Okay. All right. Texas Impact 4113, man. Talk to me about this summer, man. Underdog kind of team. You know, how did you hook up with them, man? How did you get involved with another TJ, Coach TJ? How'd you get involved, man? I know they do a lot of recruiting, but how did you get there?
So Coach Jackson, he coached at Belton High School when I was in middle school, and he was great. He let me come in as a middle schooler, an 8th grader, and do some like one tournament and like some fall league games with the varsity group. So he helped get me into the high school setting, and then he actually moved to he transferred to a different school, and so I stay in contact with him. I love Coach Jackson, and he talked to me a little bit about Impact, and I didn't know a whole lot about him. I just seen some stuff on Twitter and social media about him, and then I think his nephew played for Coach TJ, so he actually called Coach TJ and gave me a little insight about me, and so Coach TJ came to a couple of the games. He watched some film. Me and my dad went and had lunch with him one day, and eventually I ended up he offered me a spot, and I wanted to take it. So that's like on the team, and the team in general, we were definitely pretty under. We were a lot of new guys together. There were only, I think, maybe 2 or 3 kids that were returning from last year. So we were a lot of new guys that didn't really know each other. So we had a lot of building to do. The start of the season, was pretty bad. We had a lot of things to figure out, and then towards the end of the season, it got much better. We started running, new sets, and we were working better together, and things just started to fall in place towards the end of the season. But Impact was definitely very challenging. Just the environment, the style of play, it's just stuff I wasn't used to. So it took some time to adapt. And but at the end of the day, it put me and the team on a big stage. We got the Under Armour circuit. That was huge. Got us in front of coaches, and I love the guys that I was playing with. So it was good.
So let's talk a little bit about being a country boy, man, in a big city, man. City Hoopers, man. What was that like for you, competing against these kids for spots? Because I understand TJ and them have tryouts too, and I know their practices are very competitive. Any hesitation in you, about that? Give me your thoughts on that.
Everyone, Belleville, say school, we played a team like this, and then all means Parker High, like number 1 in the state last year. So I didn't play against schools as a freshman. So I was used to playing against guys who were big, athletic. I know they're not Dallas schools, but they're still pretty good. So everyone makes assumptions, and I just love going out and trying to prove people wrong.
Now, are you just a basketball player, or you play any other sports?
I do baseball, and then I do some field events.
Okay. What position you playing in baseball? I was a pretty good baseball player myself, man. What position you play?
I'm a pitcher and a right fielder.
Hey, I mean, you got a little arm on you there. Okay.
Yes,
What leads you to basketball, man? Because it just seems like that's your sport. Because apparently it was, because you was at a lot of summer games, and I know that's baseball season, but you were at a lot of summer games. So apparently you kind of made that your sport. Is that correct?
Sure. So both my parents played in college. My dad played at West. My mom played at Texas University. So it kind of just was in the family, I guess. I was playing basketball since I was about 6 years old, and was that you can fix it like a player. In baseball, you strike out and you get a whole other 8 batters you can pick up for it. So basketball, I just feel like I click well with basketball. I've always enjoyed it. It's a family thing. Brothers play basketball, and so I just felt led to do that.
How many brothers you have, man? I know you got that one in trap. Is that just you and him, or? Okay, just making sure.
I have.
All right, so. Oh, you breaking up? I think we lost you. Did we lose you? I think we lost him. TJ, you might want to hang up and then go right back in it. Connect back in it. Just make sure we see you still froze. All right, so we'll give them just a minute to go through that right quick. Bear with me right quick, y'all. So I'm going to click right back on it. All right, so, there he goes right there. TJ? You still froze.
Am I back?
I hear you. There you go. I hear you.
Okay.
Is it raining down there or something?
For a second.
Is it raining down there?
Country signal,
That's a country signal. Okay, I'm with you on that. All right, so TJ, Belton High School. Speaking of the country, man, what are you guys' chances, man, to make a run, man? I mean, I know you're laughing, but hey, man, just like I told Ryan, somebody got to beat Danny Manning on the team, bro. Somebody. And I think I got the guy on the phone right now. I got him on the line right now that need to play that role. Talk to me about Belton, man. Who you got, man? Who other than TJ do you guys have down there?
Well, we have another fun thing. Trap, he's going to be a big part of the team this year.
Trap is on the varsity?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, point. He going to play the point guard for that, then. I can see that already. What is he, 6'4", 6'3"? Point guard. I'm telling you. Does he play the point guard for y'all, or you play the point guard?
No, he plays point guard. It all really depends on who has what defender on. So we run a 5 on motion. So we don't really have to
Okay.
whoever let's make something happen.
Okay. Man, I know I seen that kid at that camp, and I saw point guard in him, man. If I was y'all, I would definitely be investing a lot of ball handling and passing skills with him, because that he can already shoot the ball. That runs in the family apparently, and I'm telling you, he shore up his point guard game. That kid could be special, man. I'm telling you that right now. He's gonna be way better than you, man. I'm telling you that right now. So don't even try to fight that. When you hear, you wouldn't go that far. Hey, so I know I can't be the first person that's told you guys that, right?
No, people always say that.
What do you say to that, man? What do you say to that deep down, man? That damn little kid. I mean, little brother ain't nowhere near better than me. How do you, because I know he gives you crap about it, right? I know y'all are playing, you're messing around, and he don't give you crap about it. Ooh, your signal is bad. I didn't hear any of that. Heard a couple of words, but yeah. Woo. All right. So
I don't really. Can you hear me?
All right. Barely. You're like going way in and out, and then you're coming back on a couple of words at the end. So I think we're gonna end up having to try this another time. Maybe when the signal is a lot better, or when you're in Dallas, I can try to get you on there a little bit. Your signal is like really, really bad right now. Getting into that. Let me go ahead and get you to try to give some parting shots. Your 24-second shot clock. Anybody you want to thank? Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Let's bring my next dude on here right quick. Uh-oh, wait a minute, I think. Hang on. TJ? You there, TJ? TJ?
Yes, sir.
TJ, can you hear me? All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I was going to say our signals. This is a bad connection, man. So I don't think I'm gonna go too further with this. So 24 seconds on the clock, man. Give me who you thanking for where you're at right now, man. Go ahead. The microphone is yours. Ooh, we're gonna try to get it through.
That's really thoughtful about my family, of course. I like to thank high school coach, Coach Foster. He's freshman year. He's been a big part of my basketball career. I want to thank him for putting on the stage and just giving me an opportunity. And yeah, I'd like to thank you for real. Thank you for that. I'd like to thank God, because that to be possible.
None of us are here without him. Ain't no doubt about that, man. I wish I could have got more into it with you on this, TJ. I definitely think you're in a prospect that a lot of people need to know. You know what I'm saying? I like what I see in you, man. I think you're a small market guy that could go to some big places, man. And definitely want to wish you and Belton High School, all the success in the world this year. Hopefully I'll get to see you down the road. Maybe get to see you live in high school ball, and just go from there. All right. I appreciate you coming on. Tell Trap I said hello, and your mother, tell her I said hi, your dad, all you guys, man. Thank you for coming on, and we'll try to catch up with you another time, brother. All right. All right. Take care, TJ. All right. All right. My next dude, y'all, Dengar. Man, if I get this picture to come up in just a minute, Kyron, I'm trying to pull this picture up on you right now, dude. You're going to say, no, dude, why you doing me like that? Dude, you're in high school. This picture I got of you in high school, Dengar. You were skinnier than Ryan AGARWAL was in the 6th grade, bro. I kid you not, man. I saw this picture. I was like, what the hell? Hold on, that ain't Kyron. And it is you. Kyron Lindsay, y'all. Man, this dude here, Denton Guyer High School. Man, this going to be your 4th year on varsity?
3rd year.
3rd year. So you played freshman. You played freshman ball, or JV, rather.
Yes,
okay. I've been on you for a while, man. You're another one of these kids that, caught my lazy eye back in 8th grade or 7th grade. And really, really, really impressed. Man, I used to talk to you all the time at the Whataburger and so forth. And, I always had that ice bag on your knee. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, man, about where we're at with the legs right now, man. Because did you get hurt in EYBL with the leg, or what? Give me the scoop on that too as well.
Yeah. So it was the last play of, I think it was the Mocan game or Bradley Bill game. I don't know. When Kaysen threw me that lob at the end of the game, I felt like a little pull in my calf, and it wasn't bad towards the end of the game. So I'm playing with it because I only had 2 minutes left. And then when the day went on, we went to go get our COVID test. It started feeling sore, tight. So then I iced it, got ready for the next game, quarterfinals against team final. And then that morning, I couldn't move my leg, couldn't bend my leg, nothing. So I still laced up and tried to warm up with my team, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't run, I couldn't explode or anything like that. So I sat we got there 30 minutes early to warm up. I was sitting there for the whole 30 minutes until game time, trying to warm up and everything with Coach Eddie. And then my dad came, tried to stretch me out, and it just wasn't working. So I had tears come out of my eyes since I wanted to play in quarterfinals with my team since 12-0. We worked hard to get there together. It was hard, but I was looking long term. I had my senior season for high school coming up, and then after that, so I didn't want to hurt nothing too bad. So my team told me to sit out. They was with me, even when I wanted to play, they told me to sit out. They said they got it. So I sat on the side and helped coach and talked to my team while they were playing.
What was that like, man, losing that game though, and knowing that your absence was probably the reason why Pro Skills didn't win Peace Jam? What do you tell yourself to that? I mean, because I know it's tough, and everybody wants a chance to win that EYBL, man, and you guys, I can't lie, I thought this was you guys were coming back with the PGM ship, in the hand, and recruiting was going to go out the wazoo, for Kyron Lindsay. I'm looking at the stats, man. I'm seeing doubles here, I'm looking at the videos of it, dunks, alley-oops, like crazy. You killing on the glass. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going to go crazy for you in that game, that 12th game, that 13th game. How does that – how do you tell yourself to get through that, man? What do you tell yourself?
Like I said, I was looking long term. I mean, I know obviously me and Kaysen, Jalen, DJ, everybody went to battle in 12 games, especially that 13th game. But at the end of the day, I was looking long term. And, of course, I wanted to go out there and battle with my team. But it was just – it was hard for me and the team. But I feel like they still went out there and battled. Even without me, it was just a tough loss at the end of the day.
I know I talked with Jeff Webster, and Jeff Webster was like, man, I don't want to short any kid on this team. You know what I'm saying? Because they balled. Everybody balled.
Yeah.
But Kyron doesn't get hurt. I'm coming back to Dallas with a PGM trophy. We had it. And I don't know, I just want to know what your thoughts were on that, knowing that, and you gave all the political right answers on that. I got to give you that because you've always – one thing I've always known about Kyron Lindsay is you've always put team first. You've never been a kind of kid that you're above the team. You know what I'm saying? And you could have had every reason to do it, but you didn't do it, which says a lot about your parenting, which says a lot about your coaching, both high school and AAU wise. Speaking of which, you kind of did a split thing this year, man. And because I don't want to short Max Max Level's elite. Out of your progress for this summer as well. You played the spring and pretty much all of the spring and a little bit into the summer with Max Level Elite. Talk to me about what how that transition was and how you were able to make the transition into pro skills.
Well, first I'd like to thank Coach Josh, Coach Woody, because they were there every day working with me, skills, conditioning. So I give them big props with helping me, especially in the EYBL. Just like giving me the opportunity to play with them and show that I'm more than just a big man. And then that also went on to pro skills when Coach Jeff and Eddie gave me the opportunity to go to Augusta with them. So yeah, it's just I felt like just me playing like how I know how to play and how they help me like develop over the time just helped me transition over to pro skills.
Okay. When you had to make that decision, man, what was that like telling Josh and Woody that you wanted to do that EYBL thing, man? Was it? That's a tough conversation to have. Did you make that or someone handled that for you?
I discussed it with my dad, and we talked to Coach Woody and Coach Josh. But it was hard just because the bond that I had with Coach Josh and Woody, like their family, like they're more parents to me when I wasn't with my family, like at practices and stuff. So it was hard for me. But at the end of the day, they understood that it was a good decision for me to make, especially looking forward into the future.
Okay. Speaking of the future, man, Denton Guyer, let's talk about that, man. Denton Guyer has had some squads over the years, man, and what are you guys' chances this year, man? And KYERON Lindsay is the name, and then you got a freshman named Jeremiah Green that might end up being one of the greatest, when it's all said and done, one of the greatest players in Denton Guyer right now. Talk to me a little bit about his maturation process and how that hopefully with a healthy KYERON Lindsay, how can that roll into San Antonio? I know everybody goes to San Antonio, right? No matter what, right?
Yeah.
All right. Give me the skinny on how you feel about that.
Well, when I first found out Jeremiah and another freshman, Jordan Lowry, were coming to Denton Guyer, I forgot about
Jordan.
Yeah, I think the whole team was just excited just to have more pieces, more scorers and defenders full court. When I found out about Jeremiah and Jordan, I immediately thought I got to get them on the same level as the team with connection. So I went to go work out with them and Jeremiah's dad every day almost. And so that helped us. And then it led over to practices, us connecting like on ball screens and everything like that, communicating. I'm getting Jeremiah and Jordan to talk more since they're new. So just having them come in is just a big part of us like making it farther than what we did last year. Like you saw, we beat Westlake and Tabs, and part of it was them and the team like playing together when I rolled my ankle and me communicating everybody else on the bench talking to them. So I think just that game right there showed that they're ready and we're all ready to make it San Antonio.
Now, man, it just hit me, man. I'm looking at a couple of videos right here. My guy, man, Wilson, what's his name? Jace? Yeah. He doesn't play basketball anymore, I heard, man.
He's playing with us this senior year.
You're going to play his senior year?
Yes,
this year?
Yeah.
This year, right? Okay, so, wow. That's news right there. I didn't know he was going to make that comeback on that, but I'm trying to find this video right quick. And I can't find it, but all right, we'll pause that right quick. I was trying to find this video of you, and I can't locate it now, but with you for the EYBL this past summer. You talked a little bit about players. I'm looking at coaches that you've had all in this 1 year. Of course, Grant Long is a good friend of mine, man. Great dude, man. Give me the skinny on your feelings about what he's done for you and your progress. How he's handling that, how you enjoy playing with him, or what's it like? Is he tough? You know what I'm saying? Because one of the things he gets a bad rep for is because he's a lovable guy. You understand? And you don't really see him get in people's butts. Can you can you help change the mind of a lot of people out there that says, hey, man, he might be a little soft around the edges or whatever. I mean, what do you when I say that? How does that make you feel right now?
I mean, I don't think that's true. I mean, Coach Long's family, like he's been there for me since my sophomore year when I came to Guyer. He's just been family every day. He's there every day with me during practices, during lunch, whenever, even with the whole team. But I mean, he's a family guy off the court. But when he gets in those lines, he'll definitely get in you. Like he'll definitely push you. Like I feel like
I like that.
Bad rep, but I don't think that's true.
Well, I want to say that. I don't want to say that he has that reputation. I'm saying sometimes when you see a guy that's that soft, I mean, with that demeanor, that's real soft spoken. And I couldn't get my spoken out on that. He's soft spoken and so forth. You don't really see him, like most people be almost damn near throwing chairs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's he like in practice? Because he seemed like he got some stuff in the closet, man. You understand that he don't show in game time that I think he shows in practice. Give me what it's like in a practice with him, man. How tough is it, man? Because I know you've been in some practices with Josh Woodson now, and I know what their practices are like. I've never been to a Grand Long practice. Give me the skinny on that.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like normal coach. Like if you're late, he's gonna get in you and he's gonna run you, like because he expects you. Like most of us are gonna be seniors, so like he expects you to get your stuff done. In practices, him and Coach Corey do good. I mean, they yell at us when like it's time to yell at us. But, like most of the time, coaches from the players. Like he's taught us like we gotta talk more. So as players, we do more of the yelling when it comes to practices, but in game time, it's everybody. It's coach, it's players, it's so.
Okay, I like that. All right, so offers right now, and yeah. KYERON Lindsay's name done blew up in the last month or so. Give me, kind of list, man. Talk to me about, who's really coming after you hard, who's kind of like, touching your hand a little bit, feeling on you a little bit. Who's really trying to take you on a date? Who's trying to marry you right now? You understand what I'm saying? Give me the skinny on what your recruitment's looking like right now, Lindsay.
I mean, after at least my top 8. It's just all 8 coaches, me, talk to them, see where I fit at on their team, just building a bigger bond with the coaching staff. So for that answer, I feel like just all of them, really. Okay.
Out the gate, the early favorites, man. Do you have any on that right now or no?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm just asking, my news reporting skills, all my colleagues would be, a little upset if I didn't try to ask on that and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So not that, I never get into trying to spoil a kid's recruitment process. But let me ask you, why your final 8? What's so magic about the number 8? Because KYERON, you can only go to one school, man. So why 8?
I feel like the connection I had with the coaches was really good with those 8. Called me and my family every day, checked up on us, just talked to us like personally and about basketball. So I feel like the connection was there with those coaches, and then like what they said, like to help me to player development. And so it's really just those 8. It's just the connection like me and my family and how they contacted us and kept us in mind.
Okay. I got to go back. We talked about Grant Long. We talked about Josh. We didn't say anything about Jeff. Give me your thoughts about Jeff as a coach, man. As far as what he was able to bring out you. What do you think Jeff brought out of you that none of the other coaches have, or was there anything that he brought out?
I think it's just in me. He brought out it's been in every coach, like just play how I know how to play. And he does that for everybody on the team. Like, he's a straightforward coach. Like, he's going to tell you the real. Like, he's not going to hold nothing back. But at the end of the day, he's going to let you play. So I feel like he was good at that. And especially him, like, being a pro and then going to OU and all that, he knew just how to let us play basketball and coach at the same time. So I thought that was good. I think that was great.
What was it like playing with Casey Wallace, man? I mean, obviously one of the hottest prospects in the country and who I absolutely love. You know, the dude's a killer, man. I mean, what was that like playing with a dude like that, man? Were you a little hesitant about it at first, or, you know, give me the skinny, man? I mean, the Predator ain't no joke, man. He's a real dude, man.
Yeah, I mean, Casey's my boy. Like, when I first played with Pro Skills in Miami, I was kind of hesitant to see where I was going to fit at, like, in the team, just me being new and not being there like everybody else was. But after my first game, me playing offense and defense with Casey, I was like, okay, we can make this work. We both play hard. We both know how to play basketball without plays. We both move good off the ball and on the ball on defense. So I think me and him and just the rest of the team mix very well. Like, there's no argument, and I felt like we were friends, like, since we were little. That's how we were playing.
Yeah,
so.
right. Jalen Reed, guy out of what was it, Oak Hill, right? He was out of Oak Hill. I know he's transferred to that Southern Cal team or somewhere out in California. What was it like playing with this guy, man? This guy he's another guy that's highly ranked, and give me your thoughts about playing with him.
And I felt like we were the best front court at Peach Jam. We play well together. We know how to give and go, post feed, dive, all that. So I think, and like with our athletic ability, I think we play good together, and our chemistry off the court, like we were brothers. So it was fun playing with him.
Okay. Getting back to Denton Guyer, man, your quest for this is it for you. You know, Grant Long has been on the doorstep. You know, he hadn't been able to kick it down. How is KYERON Lindsay going to be that guy to kick that door down for Grant Long this year, man? What are you doing? What do you think you have to do to make this happen for me to see you guys in San Antonio this year?
I think just do what I'm doing, like I did Peach Jam, and then more like be a leader, talk. Like, since we got, I mean, like, people that are gonna be here next year and fill in the spot, I think I need to talk more and like help out more, like with practices, like take extra time out with the team, and then on the court just be who I am, be a leader, like be just who I am, high motor, everything.
Okay. The history of Denton Guyer is the tradition is pretty thick here over the last 5, 7, 8 years. You got guys, Davion Harmon, who you know how I feel about Davion Harmon, man. It's like one of the baddest point guards to come out of the DF Dub at OU and so forth, man. Now going to be at Oregon, the different OU, if you will, right? Yeah. You got Jay Wilson at Kansas, and Jacoby. Jacoby is going to be at TCU.
Yeah,
Jacoby Cole. Man, where does he fit? Where does KYERON Lindsay fit in when you talk about all them great dudes of Denton Guyer, man? Are you
I mean,
where do you fit in then?
I'll fit up there right there with them. I mean, they come to practices and team meetings and just talk to us about like how we can bring that culture back to Guyer, that winning culture. So I feel like I'm up there with them when I leave Guyer at the end of the day. But also, like, I've got experience from playing with Kobe and knowing Davion and Jalen. So yeah, I'd say I'm up there with them.
What advice have they given you going into your senior year right now that's been instrumental as far as, I need to do this? You know what I'm saying? Have they given you any kind of advice on that for this year?
Yeah,
last year.
They just said since like how I guess you could say I blew up over the span of a month. They said if I go out there and eat, then the whole team eats. Like, if one coach is looking at me, then he's gonna look at everybody else for winning, especially. So they say like, don't play for myself, but play for the team and people on that bench who want to play also.
Yeah, awesome. I like that. I like that thought process on that. What's next for you, man? I mean, I know you said you're cutting down your team down to 8 schools and so forth. When do you think you're going to have a final decision after that?
I'm looking towards November signing day to make my decision.
Okay, November. Okay, cool. That I don't know if it was the 8th or the 12th, somewhere around there. All right, so you'll make the final and then the 8 is getting cut down to when?
I haven't thought that far. I'm still
I'm
take my visits, and then I'll definitely have a final decision or a cut down decision at the end of the day.
So are you talking about unofficials or the officials?
The officials.
Do you have your list on which ones you're going to go to yet? As far as your
yeah,
you get 5, right?
Yeah, you get 5 officials. I have 3 set right now. I have OSU the first week of September, and then the next week, and then it's UNLV. So I have 3 weekends where I'm on visits.
Man, I like all 3 of them, man. I got guys at all 3 of them spots. Coach Brandon Chappelle at UNLV, that's the Chapel. That's my dude. I got Mason Wade at Georgia with Tom Crean, and Mike Boynton, OSU. You know, my guy was Cameron McGriff. He was at Belgium. He's going to be playing right now, trying to make the Charlotte Hornets team, man. So shout out to Mike Boynton in Oklahoma State. He just didn't produce Cade Cunningham. He's got a couple other dudes that's trying to make some stuff happen for him as well. Good to hear that you know, that's a good list you got right there, man. I like that. I don't know all the schools that are recruiting you and so forth, man. I just, you know, I like saying this, man. I like trying to push you guys up there. You know what I'm saying? And once you guys are there, I go try to find some other people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't really, you know, when you get into pros, now I don't want no money. Hey man, I need to holler at you on some tickets, man. You know, to come see you play, bro. So, yeah. I'm just saying, man. I'm not gonna be one of these guys trying to shag you down for money, but I'm gonna say, hey, KYERON, I need my tickets, bro. Can you, when you come to town to the Dallas Mavericks, because you know you got a chance to be playing on them days, man. So I need you to holler at your boy on that, man. So good stuff, man. Definitely want to thank you for coming on, man. You know, pretty much it. I'll put you on the 24-second shot clock, let you go ahead and talk to, you know, all the people that helped make this, you know, this dream come true for you. You know, being one of the top players in the DFW, man, is an extreme honor. Trust me when I tell you this, the DFW is the place to be, and you represented it very well, man. So go ahead, man. Get at it, brother. It's on you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the coaches from when I've been playing AAU, from YDC, Southern Assault, Max Levels, and Pro Skills, and even Showtime. I was close to Coach Ron, so I'd like to thank them and then my family just for supporting me along the way.
Okay. With that said, hold on, I you know, because I forgot to ask you. First of all, what you think about my new look right now, man?
Nah, you look good. You look like Big E. You look good.
Okay. I just gotta go get a little more sun. I get in the sun for about another 2 months. We can try to make that happen, man. I get that dark look. You know, he wasn't dark, but I can get up there a little bit, man. But yeah, I said I'm gonna get my towel, have my Dallas Showtime shirt on, man, and give me your fondest memory or you know what it was like every time you guys had to go play against a Big E Dallas Showtime team, man. What was it like preparing for that? You know, let me get in the mind of you right quick, man. You know, tell me what you were thinking.
Well, I used to go practice before I was on YDC. I used to go practice with Showtime, so I was close with Big E and Ron and like Terrio and Chauncey and all them and Big Cam. So I think that's my fondest memory, just having practices with all them, especially us younger before all the stars and all the rankings and all the offers. So I think that was cool. Yeah. I tell you, Big E was definitely a pillar of the DFW basketball world here, man. And good that you said you and Ron were pretty good, pretty close, man. Good stuff tonight, man. KYERON, you have always been one of my favorite players, man. You know, I've always been trying to root for you, even through your injuries, and I just know, man. You know, just sometimes, I'm telling you, my son has had. He was never hurt in high school or in anytime till he got into college. After his sophomore year, blew out his right ACL. Then last year he blew out in his senior year his ACL. So he got one more year, man. So I know dealing with the injuries are tough, man. I just want to tell you, man, keep your head up, keep battling.
don't stop. Don't get this game up, man. I know sometimes those injuries make you want to just, go on and say, hey, man, I want to just get to making money, because my son was at that point, last year, and, he started coaching. They started having him coach, and then he got that bug back and so forth, man. And now he's trying to give it one more time to see if basketball loves him like he loves her. You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to wish you good luck. This year is going to be daunting for Denton Guyer, man. Like I said, to Ryan and TJ Johnson, hey, man, somebody got to play Danny Manning this year. You know what I'm saying? Duncanville is loaded again. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But David had that slingshot that took down Goliath. It can happen. Somebody got to play Danny Manning, though. I'm telling you. So that's the theme that I want to leave with you on that, man. So go look some footage up on Danny Manning, and that year, he led the Miracles, Kansas University, to a state championship. And I think Jeff Webster knows something about that. That was OU that they was battling and so forth. So I thank you again for taking the time out to come in, because I know everything's been busy for you, man. I was just excited. I said, man, my first time having some players on, I definitely want to offer KYERON, because you've always been one of my favorites for this class. And TJ was a new guy that I wanted to spring on everybody. But you and Ryan have been in that 22 class, one of my favorites that I pumped up, a lot early. And so I'm glad you were able to make some time for me tonight, man. I definitely appreciate it. Will never be forgotten, man. You in my heart forever, brother. I wish you well. Fight through them injuries, man. And good luck on your decision. And I look forward to seeing you down the road. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. You take care. Good day to you, man. All right. There he is, man. That was KYERON Lindsay of Denton Guyer High School. Man, tough kid right there, man. He's had some tough breaks over the past couple of years, man. Sometimes, man, these injuries, man, can take its toll, or sometimes it can make you better than what you thought you were end up going to be. Do want to put this on right quick while I wait for that to happen. Let's do that right there. Let's go look and see if I can get this going right here. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get that share right there. And let's do that right here. Let's look at a little snippet of him right quick. KYERON Lindsay, y'all. All right. So I know I can't play that. I just thought about it. You got a song in the background. Can't do that. Can't do that one. So all right, let's go back. Sharon. So my bad. I didn't know he had the song on it. We take that down so they don't so YouTube don't handcuff me, about playing a song like that. Didn't know they was gonna have that on there. But all right, that was KYERON Lindsay. Before that, we had TJ Johnson of Belton High School, and before that, we had COPPELL's finest, Ryan AGARWAL, a Stanford commit. He played with 3D Hoops Academy, and dude is probably one of the most prolific shooters in the country. And definitely was great to have him on. Another kid that I have had my eye on since he was in the 6th grade, and he was playing on the second team for Sean Ward's 3D Hoops Academy back then. And when I saw him, I was like, "There's no way in hell." I called Sean right then and there and said, "Sean, what are you doing, man? This Indian kid is phenomenal." I mean, he's unbelievable right now. I'm looking at him shoot. I know a shooter when I see one. Oh my God, this dude was the real deal. So it's been looking all down here from there. Sean told me, flat out, "Paul, I know, I got it. I just got to build him up a little bit into our system so he can learn to do what we do." And Lord knows, man, 5-6 years later, oh my goodness, this kid is to me one of the best in the country. I definitely thought he was one that probably should have been a top 100 NBA invite. The kid is that good. The kid can shoot. I don't know too many people in the country that could probably shoot with him on any day. Ryan Agarwal is for real, and going to be interesting to see COPPELL play this year without his backcourt mate in Anthony Black. It's going to be a little different seeing Coach Schnell with COPPELL without the two of them guys rocking it over there on Cowboy Drive. Yeah, look alive on Cowboy Drive. It's going to go down even still because they got some guys that can play. If Nazir Brown, Nas comes back off an ACL injury and returns to form, that could be, that match that ignites, a good run for COPPELL. Don't get me wrong, McKinney High School looks strong, with Kobe Walters and the Amanawiki. I can't never say his name. Alex Amanawiki. I'm gonna figure out how to say that name one of these days. So definitely would think that he's gonna be nice. Let me send this over to my guy right quick. Hang on a second, y'all. Because I want to see if he's wanting to come on and all right, so we're going to send this text on there. I want to spend these next few moments, man, kind of going over the tragic endings of a couple of DFW basketball program directors in Cynthia Guillory and my guy ERVIN Big E Davis. No doubt was my guy Buff likes calling it Buffington, likes using the word pillars, and I got to steal that from you, Buff. I mean, I know it's a regular dictionary word and so forth, but man, you're talking about iconic pillars of the DFW basketball community in Cynthia Guillory and Big E. ERVIN Davis. It's so hard calling him ERVIN Davis after so many years of calling him Big E. Dude was special. And all right, here goes one of my guests here. I want to introduce y'all to a guy now. I know he's hurting right now, so y'all gonna have to bear with us on this, but I ain't got no problem with that. Todd Shelton.
Paul Miranda, what it do?
You got all the good, man. I wanted to, we just had a couple of guys on, Ryan Agarwal of COPPELL High School, Thomas, or shall I say TJ Johnson of Belton High School. He plays for Texas Impact. And then we had KYERON LINDSAY, a Denton Guy / Max Levels Elite / Pro Skills.
So I saw couple things, before we get into just, like what I called in for, but
okay.
Love KYERON. Like one thing I like, man, is about getting on dudes early. And I remember, last year I told a certain school to offer KYERON, and they didn't. And now they can't touch him, right? And
ain't that amazing?
I saw TJ this weekend at the he was at the my mind is so crazy right now. At Corpus Christi,
okay.
their prospect camp.
Because he was on a visit. Yeah, I mean, he went over there.
Yeah. So, but here. So you want to hear my crazy? You know what I like about Paul Miranda? That Paul Miranda makes crazy predictions. All right. So here's my crazy prediction, right? And I haven't said this publicly. They know, but I'm about to put it out there for the world to know. All right.
Okay. All right.
So everybody's talking like, I think we have 2 surefire pros in the class of 2022 in DFW.
Okay.
Right? Keontae George and Terrio, right? To me, surefire.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
possibly lottery.
Okay. Okay.
I think AB Anthony Black is a pro, has a chance.
Right.
But here is my sleeper. You ready for my sleeper?
Go ahead.
You ready?
You done left out Case and Wallace, and I'm trying to figure out. Hold on, man.
Kaysen. I haven't seen Kaysen enough though. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
All
So
right.
like,
Well, that's fair.
like so I only talk about people that I've seen. I think Kaysen Wallace is going to be a pro because he's the best two-way player in the state of Texas.
Right,
maybe in the country, but I tell people like this, to me it's Texas versus everybody. So
Yes.
I don't watch I don't watch California. I don't, like, if I see him, I see him, right?
Yeah.
So
yes.
I agree with you with Kaysen. I haven't seen him enough. But here is my story, and his parents this.
All right, come on.
Ryan Arwal. Let me tell you why.
Yes, sir.
If you watch, and he knows this, I told him that. First of all, he's 6'7", 6'8". The way his ball goes through the net, it don't touch nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
in the NBA is different than any other game, and I thank God that I was blessed to work in it for a year with to me, one of the top 3 or 4 players to ever do it, LeBron, right?
Right.
If Daniel Gibson was able to play at however many years in the league, Ryan can do the same thing, because all Ryan got to do is stand there and hit corner threes.
Yep.
There's my I put it, look, publicly on the box. The box debut is when when that was made.
Yep. Awesome, man. Definitely a kid that has my heart, man, from the beginning. Like I was saying a while ago, I don't know if you were listening to this or not, but I remember when I first saw him in the 6th grade, he was playing on the 2nd team for that group. And I called Sean Ward right then and there, man, what the hell are you doing? This Indian kid is fire.
And I know you told him just like that too.
I did. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Man, got to keep it real, man. Exactly, quote for quote. He was like, Paul, big dog, slow down. I got you. He just now started with us. We trying to get him working. Here goes the thing I didn't know till like about last year. All this time I didn't realize that he was over there in Coppell with Vic Cochran and those Coppell kids. Okay. I'm like, Vic, how the hell did you let this kid get away?
Yeah.
He's like, man, it's just one of them things, man. You can't keep them all. I'm like, man, dude, you got to keep guys that is going to be definitely, I thought was definitely going to have a chance at a high major, at the time, because you knew he was going to, keep shooting that thing. You knew he was going to, I saw him growing. I know, you say that the Middle East kids and they don't really grow that tall, but geez, he outgrew his parents. I'll tell you, when you see his parents, his parents 100%. And you look at that, you're like, oh, he's not going to grow. And he just kept shooting.
But what's going to help him too is that, so, and a lot of people don't know this, but so Adam Cohen, who's the associate head coach at Stanford, was my roommate. At 5-star. And so,
right.
I told him, man, like, I don't know. I don't know if we can get on this, and I don't know how you feel about it. And so,
okay.
All these leagues are popping up, right? Overtime and blah, 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 and this.
Right.
Like, do they have sustainability? Because basically what happens is you're trying to compete with the NBA, and the NBA got long money.
Yeah.
You're not going to out-compete the NBA. Plus, eventually, like, people want return on their investment.
Yep.
Like, I understand, like, hey, you might get a top 10 dudes, 7 figures, but what about them bottom dudes?
Yeah.
You just gonna throw money at them? So I try to tell kids, man, like, that college degree can go a long, like Jules Miranda got 2 and a 6-year eligibility that I heard.
Yeah. So this is it this year.
So my deal is, like, one thing I like about Stanford, like, and us as black people, like, we try to take shortcuts. That Stanford money for Ryan, that Stanford money for Layla Smith, Lee's daughter, like Harrison Ingram, like they get it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they get that. And so I just
Yeah.
want us to understand, man, like the quick fix ain't always like the best fix.
No doubt. No doubt. No
So,
doubt.
you know, I just wanted to throw that out there because I think, you know, a lot of times in America, we get caught up with the hype, you
Right.
know, and, you know, big shout out to Uncle Dre Rose, you know, because he always said,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
use the hype, don't let the hype use you. And it was true. So many
Yes.
people get caught up in the hype, and so let's use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, try to, you know, be, I don't know, long term, man. Like it's so many short term dudes, and like that'll segue into my man Big E. You know, I got my gorilla shirt on. I pulled over real quick. Same thing. I see you got the towel. You know, you got the towel.
And Showtime.
No,
Oh,
I
you
saw
don't see
that
the shirt?
No, the shirt's 100%. Of course, I don't even have that shirt.
Yes,
So,
sir. Listen.
You know, one thing about E is that, you know, we talked about this, man. Like he never got too high, and he never got too low. And the thing that's to change Showtime is that, you know, I don't know. I'll probably end up crying on this podcast because the dude was not like a brother. He was a brother.
Yeah.
I'm on his way to his dad's house right now. And sorry for calling in late, man. You know, my mind is.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It was right on time. You're good.
My mind's been, you know, all over the place. And Big E he just got it, right? He was like, you know, everybody liked him.
Yes.
You know, I tell this on the podcast when we got fired from North Texas, you know, like I didn't want to talk to Coach Benford anymore. I didn't.
Right. Okay.
Like I felt, you know, because of some things happened, yada yada. But Big E was like, man, he said, man, Benford love you. At the time, you know, I didn't want to like hear it. But one thing about me, like Big E can say, man, when he tell me I'm wrong, I know I'm wrong. Right. And so you know, so me and Benford talk every day now. He's one of my like best friends. And Alan Branch was like, oh, T. Shelley, you're Benford's Jimmy Tubbs now. You know, we talk every day. But Big E was like, hey, I mean, even, you know, talking to you, like you were on the show, you called me and, you know, like, because I was just in a different, you know, mindset with my mom dying. And like, he just has so much knowledge. And for, like, I have a key to his house.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of people don't know that. Like, I've been on the dude since I was 21 years old. Okay. And I really can't wrap my, like right now, like I'm not telling people, like, I'm angry with God right now. I am. And God don't care, because once I get unangry with him, God's still loving me.
No doubt.
Because I was able to understand things, right? My mom died. She had 5 years of cancer. Like I love math.
Yeah.
My grandmother, 95 years.
My grandmother's 95 today.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Yeah.
And you know, Mr. Dawson died, but he had pancreatic cancer. Took him out. You know, Cynthia Guillory. You know, I text you when she passed away. The first person I thought about was Vaughn, Miss Beer. The third person was you. I got this. Sin got 50-something years. Mr. Dawson got 60-something years. But my man Big E, I just felt like he was snatched from me. And I know that might be selfish, you know, but I don't sleep. Big E didn't sleep. So I called Big E at 2-3 in the morning. Shoot him a text. We would go to Hooters like every other Monday. Now he would never pay. He would never pay. I always paid all the time. So I tell this story about Vegas, Paul. So we went out to Vegas for the Pangos deal, right?
Right.
I went out for my dad's 70th birthday.
Okay.
My dad sees E in the restaurant. The reason why me and E so close, his brother's Chris Davis, big time player for people don't know.
Right. I remember Chris.
He believed in my dad and played on my dad's first men's league team. He could have played for anybody.
Right.
And so my dad bought E's meal. And Big E said, my dad said, Big E, how that meal tasted? You know, Big E, dry humor. A lot better now because it's free. You know?
He always says that.
Right. And so that happened. And then, you know, we fly out for the Pangos deal, right?
Right.
And I was gonna go to New York, but I went to Vegas. It was my boy's 40th birthday, and I'm cheap, Paul. I didn't want to buy 2 plane tickets, New York. So I'm like, man, I'm cheap. I'm gonna stick this one flight. And like I got to see my brother for the last time, and he wore my mom's jerseys, and like they were down 26 points to Vegas Elite, and they came back and won. And so I told you know my social media, I've been posting a lot. But the last game he won and the last game he lost was in some jerseys that was designed for my mom that we really wanted to debut at Under Armour, right?
Okay.
But Under Armour wouldn't let us wear them because we didn't have the Under Armour patch. So then when they went to Indianapolis, they weren't ready. Plus, I wanted to be at the game when they wore them. So Big E was like, well, when you come out to Vegas, we're going to wear them next year. So then I went out to Vegas. Big E was like, just bring them to Vegas.
Yeah.
And, you know, I ordered them and they were kind of big or whatever. And the kids, you know, because everybody liked the super tight stuff. Everybody wants skinny jeans.
No doubt.
Extra small.
The screw today, these kids. Yeah.
Yeah. And Terrio got behind the jerseys and we just rocked them.
Yeah.
And
the blues, the freaky blues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, like, you know, you said something about it. I said, I knew they hit when my man Sean Ward texted me. Because Sean don't give nobody no compliments about any gear.
Yeah.
Except his gear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And so it's just a dude that touched, man, so many lives. Like Brian Burton called me earlier, and my phone's been blowing up in there. Like, are you good? No, I'm not good. You know, I'm in a space where, like, other than my dad or Terry or Trent Shelton passing away, it can't be anywhere. Like, this might actually be worse than my mom because I can't wrap my head around the why.
Right.
And I tell people 2 things happened to me this year. I saw my mom get carried out in a black bag, and I saw them carry out my brother in a black bag at his house on Monday. You know, a dude that cared about everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I just no doubt. You know, so I just but you know, the funny thing about it though is, like, I tell people that it's like Big E was sandwiched in between 2 great pieces of bread, and it's like this: the first Dallas Showtime team, which was Dallas Hoops, was probably one of our most talented teams. Justin Mason, Harold Stewart, Georgia Dufua, T.J. Clark, Dwight Thorne, Ivan Johnson, right?
Okay.
Maybe 5 or 6 Division I dudes on that team.
Yeah.
So we go. Then you get this team with Terrio, right?
Right.
And I tell people, like, God lets things happen for a reason. Maybe if Terrio wins the state championship at Kimball last year, he doesn't play for E at Showtime. He doesn't play for Nick this year at Kimball.
Yeah.
You know, so he saw his daughter graduate, right? TT, think about it. TT graduated a year early. She wasn't supposed to graduate, but her dad got to saw her graduate.
Right. TT.
Yeah, so TT, and so, like, I'm selfish. Like, I'm very selfish because, like, I get it. You know, great Showtime team this year. TT, he saw TT graduate, right? He lived a great life. But at the end of the day, like, I'll never be able to call my dude up again.
Yeah. I'll tell you, for me, this year was a great year for me and Big E, you know, because this was a really, you know, a come together closest we've ever been, you know, and it's crazy that it ends like this. You know what I'm trying to say? That, you know, and I'm like, wow, because, you know, I really started getting behind this dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's part of the clique. You know what I'm saying? He's part of the, I like to classify the group as the mafiosis group. You know what I'm saying? But he told me, I took him out to eat. We went to Hooters. I took him to Hooters about a month and a half ago. And we talked, and he was like, you know, the little South Dallas Cafe. I'm telling you right now, I didn't know nothing about that. I want to make sure. And he always kept bringing that up. I don't know if you remember that moment when they had to, at the beginning of the year, the spring. You know, they had this little meeting where,
you know, everybody. You know who wasn't there? I wasn't there.
Yeah, you wasn't there. You wasn't there. But I don't classify you as with that group, though. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I didn't. that group is the group that I always said, you got Alan Branch, you got Stacey Houston, you had Snoop in there, you had I can't even remember, but I got a picture, and I don't know if you went on my Twitter yet and saw the. You got to go see it, and
I will.
When
I get up.
have your seatbelt on, because I think it's going to be a tearjerker for you. And I actually, I'm not going to do the one with the music on it, but I'm going to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you, and I know you're gonna say yeah, because I'm about to be at the parents' house. Can we use that as the slideshow for?
Oh yeah, of course. I just took they're his pictures. They're all you guys' pictures that I just went on different people's Facebooks and just snagged them. You know what I'm saying? And put them out. And
you know what's so sad about that, dog, for me? Because I tell people, like, my mom would tell you this, like, I'm probably like the roughest out of my brothers, even though I'm the smallest, but I'm also the most sensitive, right?
Right.
Just seeing those pictures, man, just like, the camp at Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship, he used my jerseys.
Right.
I got him in the Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship.
Okay.
Just the memories, man. Like, just Jesse Holly hit me up. He was like, I didn't, really know Big E, but I got to know him here in the last year I don't know, man. It's just sad.
Yeah.
I just
ain't no doubt about that, man. Ain't no doubt about that. I think when you go on my Twitter, it's got some music behind it, man. And so I got one without music. I got one with music. So, but just a hard time to deal with. This weekend we got Cynthia Guillory's her funeral is this weekend, Saturday, 11 o'clock. And then we're still waiting on news on Big E's funeral.
We're going over there. I'm driving there right now. I'm like 3 minutes away. The details, I'm pretty sure it's going to be September 4th. But I'll confirm that here probably to you in the next hour or so, or I'll shoot you a text the first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, Paul, man. Just
no doubt. I just wanted I didn't want to, I just wanted to give you an opportunity, man, to say some stuff if you wanted to, pour some stuff out, share some love on a dude, man, that, man, is loved by many.
So I tell people, Jimmy Valvano has this quote, right? And everybody kind of knows it. If you laugh, you cry, you think. You had a full day when he was giving his, cancer speech. And my mom, it was one point, this is a true story. So I was crying. And so when you cry hard, it's just me, like the tears are different. Like the deeper I cry, like I get salt in my tears. And so I had this like little buildup on the side of my nose. I'm like, man, what the hell is that? But it was the salt from my tears that I've been crying multiple days in a row.
Yeah. I just 1,000 words won't bring you back. I know because I've tried. Neither will 1,000 tears. I know because I cried.
Yeah. No, that's big.
God don't make no mistakes, Todd. Apparently, God needed him up there for some other work. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine? Though? And in my own twisted way, I just can't help but see Big E walking through the gates, quiet, not knowing where to go, and he's being ushered to a certain room that he needs to go to, and they open the door, and they're sitting on the lounge is Jazzy and Low, with some apple cider that they were wishing that it was Crown Apple, both of them. And Cynthia looking at him like, oh, hell no, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine what that conversation would be like seeing the four of them upstairs, man, right now? Seriously. Can you find any laughter in that right now, man, to ease your pain, man? I would tell you, just imagine, what that conversation would be like right now, Todd. You with me? You still with me? Todd? Did I lose him? Let me see. T. Sheldon. I think I lost him. Out of that right quick. Todd, you there? I think we lost him. All right. So that was Todd Shelton, man. Todd has been with Big E for a long time, as he said earlier, 21 years old, and man, what a friendship those two guys had. I'm thinking about all the guys in the basketball community here, in particular Snoop Johnson, coach at UTA. The relationship, the friendship, the brotherhood trip that they had, man. I mean, wow, to have this happen so unexpectedly is definitely heartbreaking for all of us right now. Oh, here he comes right back. Hang on a second. T-Shell, you there?
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened with my camera because I heard you.
Yeah, you're on dark right now, but did you go back? Can you say something? Uh-oh, you lost your sound again. Did you get a text message or something? I know you can hear me right now. Redo it. Go back in and out again. but yeah, he's the friendship, man, like I said, is irreplaceable, man. Okay, there you go. You good? Uh-oh. Still can't hear you. Yeah, sometimes it's hard doing this from the cell phones on these lines these days, but I think he's going to try one more time. Let's see. There he goes. Boom. And Yeah, something's going on with your sound.
What about
still.
now?
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. There you go. There
You know,
you go.
hey, bad technology. I gotta not hit mute. My fault.
Gonna go there.
No. So
you're under a lot of distress right now. Yeah, I'm gonna let you make that one.
Thank you. No, so I was saying that yes, so I think the funeral is gonna be September 4th. Working on that,
Right.
But God doesn't make mistakes, and I know E and Lowe and Jazz and Mr. Dawson and Cynthia Guillory. Just
I forgot about Dawson. Yeah.
And so because like that's the thing about Fort Worth. That's one thing I love about being about Fort Worth, because nobody really thinks I'm from Dallas. I get to go back to Fort Worth and kind of like don't get involved in like the Dallas drama sometimes.
Yeah, and see, a lot of us don't even remember that you're Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? Because we think you're Dallas. Being honest with you, man, I've never really thought about that with you. And then until you every now and then you bring that up, and that's amazing that you said that. But
no, I love it because I just think like, basketball in Fort Worth has kind of been down lately. I mean, it's down. It's more suburbs now. But I always tell people, once you get past 360, basketball changes, bro.
It's a different world over here.
Once you get past 360, I tell people it changes. It's a lot of stuff, and now like I'm right there on 360 on the cusp, so I feel like I'm in it by default.
No doubt, no doubt.
But man, he's a good dude, man. I love him. I appreciate everything you do with your platform. I always like you because you're 100% real, and like everybody grew together. Like I remember Jules coming to 5-star. He made the All-Star team. Watched him airball the shot in the state championship from the left wing. And comes back 2 years later and wins it all. And
when no one thought they was going to win it.
Right. And I told Jules this. I said, Jules, you know what I like about what you did? You were a sophomore and you didn't mind failing.
Yeah.
Like same thing with Giannis, right? Giannis went through it, and then the dude went 16 out of 18 on the free throw line. He wasn't afraid to fail. Yeah. And so with E, man, he just like I feel like we grew up together. I watched Jules grow up. Like I watched you develop into like your own lane, and some people maybe don't like you because you speak your mind. And I tell people, I don't mind people speaking their mind. Just be real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. Yeah. And then, like you just have a conversation. And so I always liked E for that because he was firm. You knew where he stood, but, he was a big teddy bear, but a big gorilla at the same time.
Yeah. That last conversation that we had when we went out to eat at Hooters was about a month and a half ago, right in July. And we got to talking about just all this stuff, man. And, and how much, he appreciated what I do, cause I go behind the scenes and I don't profess to know every coach in the world. And I don't profess to be able to hook a kid up to any college in the world. But I do have my resources and I do, find my lanes and so forth to where I can help. And I know one of the big ones going into this year that he and I worked real close together on was our boy Chauncey.
Yep.
And before Chauncey, the guy was Kobe. I
call Kobe Kool-Aid.
Yeah, red dreads is what I call him. And he never forgotten me, the help I provided on that one. He says, man, ever since then, I knew you was real about this stuff and you wasn't playing around about it.
But Paul, you know what I think the problem is, and I had this conversation earlier, right? Mm-hmm. It's 3 kids that I helped this year. Cody Limley, that's going to UMHB. Khalil Matahi, that's going to Hardin Simmons. And Drake Kinsbetter, that's going to Wash U, right?
Okay.
Those are the kids that really need, like, this is what I tell people what I love about Paul Miranda. And you remember this. Remember, like, when I saw you at Martin covering girls?
Yeah.
I was like, it's only one dude to me that works as hard as me. You're going to be up there at 8 o'clock. to 10 o'clock with your keyboard, and you got all these screens going on,
different gadgets.
Yeah, I'm like, what? But so I try to tell people who cares who gets credit, as long as the kid gets in school.
Exactly.
And
I say that religiously. Yeah. Like I said, I don't never get in front of the bus on stuff like that. Buff, whoever, if they want to take the credit for getting these, this and that in the school, so be it. That's on them. For me, man, I know this is my way of giving back to a community that gave a lot to my kid. Don't get me wrong. It was tough getting my kid to where he was. But at the end of the day, we still got there because of the help from other people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what's crazy? I'm drifting a little bit on this, Todd. But when we were going through the Big E died phase, all the calls coming in, right? You never believe who called me and was like just totally shocked. And I know a lot of people would be shocked to hear that he called me, Wes Grandstaff. Yep. Is this shit true? And he,
you know what's so wild? This is why. So, I have a different relationship with Wes because of Willie Warren, right?
I remember.
And Wes always respected me because I could have moved Willie to another team at some point.
Yep.
But I told Malika, I was like, right now, Nike and Wes can do more for Willie than Showtime, the Mustangs, because Malika had a really good relationship with Tony Johnson. I had obviously my relationship with Big E. But Wes always respected that. So when Mr. Dawson died, Wes called me. And I told Wes, and I don't know if Wes wants to know people know this, but he's about to get back in the game, And so I told people
we need him.
Yeah.
We need him.
Because
being real.
Because Wes was gonna be, he's gonna tell you the truth and also some of his truth sometimes.
Yeah.
And he called me to check on Mr. Dawson, and we talked, and he told me about how he was sick. But he said, Todd, I never thought that Team Texas would never be Team Texas.
Yeah.
And I told Lance Blanks this when I left the Cavaliers. I was like, you never know who pops out of vaginas. He was like, what does that mean? Like, you didn't know Terrio was going to be Terrio. You didn't know Willie Warren was going to be Louis. You didn't know LeBron. So I just treat everybody right because A, that's what it's about. And B, it's just nice to be kind.
Yeah. Awesome stuff there.
Do your thing, big dog.
Awesome
I'm about
stuff.
to walk in here and get these.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Pops, tell him I love him. In my prayers, him and Mama. I don't know how they gonna.
You got to post a selfie with that towel and shirt on, dog.
I am. Trust me, I am. That actually was going to be my last picture doing that. Because I didn't want to. Last thing I want to be come across is if we trying to capitalize off of Big E's death. You know what I'm trying to say? And because I think some people go a little too overboard.
But Paul, I'm like this, though. It's like this. If somebody thinks that, they really don't know you and they really don't know Big E, so they're gonna think that regardless.
Yeah. You're probably right on that. Ain't no doubt about that. But because I put it. Did you see my angel picture I put where he got his wings? You didn't see that one either. Bro, you're doing a little slipping around here, bro. Hold on a second. Let me show you this right quick before I let you go. You still there, right? Oh, I lost him. All right, so when he comes back, hopefully I'll be able to get this picture to him and show that to him. I don't know if he's going to come in, but anyway. All right, so there it is, 10 o'clock, 10:03, and there it was, man. I don't want to hold you guys up. I know last week we went a little too far in the wind, going way overtime, way overboard. I definitely want to thank Ryan AGARWAL, COPPELL, and 3D Hoops Academy for coming on. TJ Johnson of Belton High School and Texas Impact 4. Chapter 13. Who else? I'm sorry, KYERON Lindsay of Denton Geyer and Max Levels Elite / Pro Skills. Definitely want to thank you for coming on as well. Todd Shelton coming on, sharing a little of your thoughts regarding Big E. Man, I hope you enjoyed the show. I think next week we're probably going to go a lot more into Big E as far as having some very, close personal friends of Big E on the show and so forth. And I don't want to say any names yet because just want to make sure we have the opportunity to be able to bring them on and share some nuggets, share some treasures of such an iconic figure here in the DFW basketball grassroots game, ERVIN Big E Davis. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, and we're gonna do that thing one more time, man, and let you guys reflect on these pictures again. All right, that's my show. I thank y'all for joining us. I'm Paul Miranda with the Real Talk Nation in the box. We'll be back next week, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. Central Time. Thank you for joining us. I hope you all have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. We out.